Fox News. This is Clay,
I'm Hayden.
and today we're going to be asking Supreme Court justices what influenced them in their decisions.
First, we're starting with Justice Elena Kagan.
And then we'll be moving on to Justice Clarence Thomas, then Justice Brett Kay.
And then Sonia Sotomayor.
Please welcome Justice Kagan.
Hi there, my name is Justice Elena Kagan, and I was appointed by Obama in 2010.
What influences your Supreme Court decision?
Okay, so for me, public opinion influences my decision. Public opinion is the view among the general public. We Supreme Court justices are aware of the political pressures from the people of the United States. We have processes that keep us from deviating too far from public opinion. We also take in consideration the values of society of the people. My fellow Supreme Court justices understand that the public has limited access to the court's proceeding, so that's why we use public opinion in our decisions.
The next person we'll be interviewing today is Justice Thomas.
Hi, I'm Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. I was appointed in 1991 by George H.W. Bush.
What influences your Supreme Court decision?
Okay, so what influenced my Supreme Court decisions is the interest groups. The interest groups work to influence the courts in a number of ways. Interest groups often file amicus curiae, which means friend of the court briefs, presenting an argument in favor of a particular issue, which they speak to Supreme Court justices, so we hear directly from them their opinions. So sometimes interest groups file lawsuits against the government and other parties.
Next we'll be interviewing Justice Kavanaugh.
Love you!
Hi, I'm Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, and I was appointed by Donald Trump in 2018.
What influences your Supreme Court decision?
Personal ideology influences my decisions as a Supreme Court Justice. Personal ideology is an individual's philosophy of how life should be. These beliefs affect how a person views and handles a case. Extreme bias is something to consider when choosing a Supreme Court Justice to make their time on the bench a fair carriage of justice.
What a great answer.
Wow, it really just doesn't get better than that, does it?
Does not.
All right, next we'll be interviewing Justice Sotomayor.
Hi, my name is Sonia Sotomayor, and I was appointed in 2009 by Barack Obama.
What influences your Supreme Court decision?
The majority of Supreme Court cases are based on precedent, which is an earlier event or action that is regarded as an example or guide for future circumstances. By setting these precedents, it ensures the likelihood of subjects in similar situations being treated the same instead of based on a particular judge's particular views. An example of a precedent is Marbury v. Madison. The court established the principle of judicial review as applied to Congress and the president.
Wow, very great answer.
Fantastic answer.
We are going to be taking a short break from these interviews to introduce some fun facts.
Did you know George Washington appointed the most Supreme Justices?
I did not know that.
It's very interesting.
The longest serving justice was William Douglas, who served for 36 years and 6 months.
Jeez, I couldn't serve that long.
Old head.
Jeez. William Taft is the only Supreme Court Justice to also have been a president.
Oh man, I gotta hand it to you.
What
It's
a
a
guy.
very good fun fact.
What a guy. Just
And last but not least, two Supreme Court justices have been featured on the U.S. currency. Salmon P. Chase on the $10,000 bill, and John Marshall on the $500 bill.
could you imagine being on a bill?
Nah, I cannot. Neither are in circulation still. Well, that wraps up all the interviews for today. Those are some very good interviews, wouldn't you say?
They're fantastic.
Best I've seen all week. Well, I'm Clay,
This is Hayden.
and Fox News signing off.